Stories are one of the many media through which we think, process, and learn various things. Indian mythology has a number of stories about animals, creatures, humans, nature, and gods to help us lead a fruitful life in harmony with nature.
Here is a curation of 3 stories from Indian mythology teaching us life lessons.
Ksheera the milk ocean, was said to hold many wonders or gems in it, including the sweet nectar, Amrit, that would make one immortal. The Devas or gods wanted to get their hands on these wonders, so they decided to churn the ocean. They placed mountain Mandara, the mightiest mountain, as a churning stick. Vasuki, the king of snakes, became the rope that could churn the ocean. As they started churning, Devas realized that their strength wasn't enough to move Mandara. So they invited the Asuras, or demons, to the churning. Asuras took Vasuki's head and Devas took Vasuki's tail. Mandara started moving, but also started sinking as there was no base to churn on. Akupara, the king of turtles, extended his might to hold Mandara in place. This churning was again interrupted when all the churning made Vasuki spew poison, halahal. Lord Shiva then came to the rescue and consumed the poison and got the name Neelakant. The ocean then opened up to all its wonderful gifts, and hence Samudra Manthan was successful. When the pot of sweet nectar, Amrit, would have risen from the churning of Ksheera, the Devas and Asuras start quarreling among each other. The lords Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva came in to judge the issue. But Asuras reject the Trinity by saying that they would support the Devas. Fearing that Amrit in demons' hands can lead to unimaginable destruction to the world, Vishnu takes the form of a beautiful woman, Mohini. Mesmerized by her beauty, Asuras and Devas agree to give the pot of Amrit to Mohini to settle the dispute and divide the nectar equally. Mohini starts serving the Devas in a line when one Asura suspects Mohini's intentions and disguises himself as a Deva. He consumes the nectar, but before it passed through the throat, Vishnu cut his throat. Immortalized by the nectar, the head took the form of a serpent's head, that is Rahu, whereas the other half, being a serpent's tail, Ketu, travels the solar system as a comet. This is said to be the reason why many Indian languages call a comet Dhoomaketu. Vinata and Kadru, wives of sage Kashyap, one day asked him to bless them with children. Kadru asked for many children, so Kashyap gave her 100 eggs. Vinata, on the other hand, asked Kashyap to give children mightier than Kadru's, so Kashyap gave her 2 eggs. Kadru's eggs hatched into snakes quickly, whereas Vinata's eggs did not. Vinata's impatience made her break one of the eggs. An underformed creature, Aruni, came out of it and cursed Vinata for her impatience to be a slave and flew to the skies to be sun god's charioteer. Learning her lesson, Vinata waited for the other egg to hatch, and then came out a wonderful bird, Garuda. To bring his mother out of being a slave to Kadru and her children, Garuda goes to the heaven to get the sweet pot of nectar. But the king of gods, Indra, says that the Amrit is not for the snakes. Garuda then takes the pot of Amrit to the snakes and brings his mother out of slavery. But he tells them that before consuming the nectar, they have to take a bath. As the snakes leave to wash themselves, Garuda flies back to the heaven with Amrit and gives it to Indra. Lord Vishnu sees all this and comes to Garuda and asks why he did not consume the nectar himself when it was with him all along. To which Garuda replies that the nectar was not his to take. This made Vishnu take Garuda as his vehicle and make him the king of birds. Stories like this shape our opinions and thoughts. If you know wonderful stories like these, do let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, like and share it with your friends and family. Do subscribe to QShala for more such content. Be a part of QShala Family Quiz this Sunday to have a fun time with family.